that's what we're seeing. How to structure your pay-per-click campaign. I want to show you how we do it. So your campaign must be broken down to smaller ad groups targeting the various services that you provide so that your text ads match what the person typed. And an example of that would be like fence staining ads. Or fence staining ads, you would group all keywords into fence staining. If you were running ads for chain link fences, then you would group all ads and keywords into chain link fences. Same thing for gate operators. You could break that down into telephone entry, keypad, solar, smartphone app, GPS. If you're doing wood fences, you might categorize the wood fence keywords by pine, cedar, redwood, and then make your ads in the wood fences group all about wood fences. The key thing I'm trying to share here is you want apples in apples. In other words, if you have a ad for wood fences, and then also in that ad group you have ads for fence contracting and fence company, that would be entirely different. You would want to keep things similar in each ad group. And this has to do with how Google rates your ads overall and quality score. All right, so I'm just going to show you a proper campaign setup, what that looks like. So on the left of the screen, you see our specific campaigns. For aluminum fence, we have automatic gates and chain link fences at the bottom, car gates. So those are the campaigns. And then within each campaign, we have our ad groups. And then within each ad group, we have similar keywords. So the vinyl fencing campaign has vinyl fencing ads, and those vinyl fencing ads are triggered by vinyl fencing keywords. And so we only have keywords related to vinyl fencing within that group. This way everything's nice and organized, and we get great quality scores on the ads, which makes our cost per click cheaper. And then this is just showing you an example of the ad. So like vinyl fence experts, call now for a free quote. Vinyl fence experts, 10% off new fence installation, and so on. So I'm going to show you a little bit about ad groups that we use for fencing. So we'll have a general brand campaign. We'll have our general fencing keywords, which would be like fences, fencing, fence company, fence contractor. Then we would break out wood fences. We'd have ads for pine, cedar, redwood, aluminum fences. We might put in there specific ads about puppy pickets, dog fences, wrought iron fences, agricultural fences. We would go after farm fences, horse fences, and cattle fences. And vinyl fences, we do privacy, picket, semi-private. And then at the bottom here, some good keywords if you're doing installations would be like fence repair, fence replacement, fence companies near me, fence businesses near me. Those usually trigger good results on fence installations and new fence installs. All right. So keyword types matter, and we have 4 different types. We have broad match, modified broad match, phrase match, and exact match. Okay, now this is where some of you are going to get droopy eyes. Okay, but hang with me here because this part matters. So broad match. We have fence contractor, fencing, fence contractors, Dallas fence contractors, and so on. A broad match is pretty risky because anything related to do with fence or fencing could get triggered. Modified broad match is a little different. It's more exact. And so if you're going to go, I wouldn't use broad match at all. Modified broad match is acceptable. Phrase match means they would actually have to type in your exact phrase. So if you did, in quotes, fence company near me, that prospect would actually have to type in that verbatim with anything else. So they could say, hey, Google, find fence contractor near me. That would trigger your ad because they actually said that expression. Fence contractors in Dallas. So as long as they use that phrase in that order, you would get an ad to show. And then the most exact, which is really going to limit your traffic, but you're definitely not wasting any money, would be exact match. So for instance, if you had in brackets, Dallas fence contractors, someone would actually have to type in that and only that for your ad to appear. Otherwise, your ad would not show at all. With all of these, you want to pay attention to your negative keywords. And this is done on a regular basis. Some certain major ones would be like jobs, careers, guides, association, tutorials, stuff like that. And then as you monitor your campaign, you're going to see people are typing in things that do not relate to you. And then, of course, you want to add those to your negative keyword list as well. So, moving on, you need to write compelling text ads that really resonate with your potential customer for what they typed in and entice them to click on you versus the competition. Generally, we find less is more. And tell them exactly what you want them to do. If you have a special offer for your service that they searched and you can reference that in the text ad, that's even better. An example of that would be like, for instance, if your fence or gate company offers financing, if you make an ad that, say you sell wood fences, and your ad is, new wood fence installs, 10% off with financing or something like that, or military discount with financing. If that person were to type in fence installers with financing, which is something that they would type in, that's realistic, then your ad would have a greater chance of popping up. Give them one decision, either a call or a web form, and push for it. Don't offer them too many options to stray from your site. So how we do it is we don't like to send them to a website at all. We like to send them to a landing page. This way they don't have any options to click around, navigate your site. Instead, it's very simple that, all right, you're on this page, it's what you want. It's for the fence or gate service you want, and you got two options. You can call us now, or you can fill out a contact form. So that's how that goes. Or you could drive them to a tool like My Salesman and automate the process of them going through an online estimator. That's another way to go. So some of our best performing ads with the highest click-through rate, you'll see that these, we have a 33% click-through rate, 26%, 25%. Fence installation experts, 10% off, pretty simple ad. We do well with dynamically generated headlines as well, based on what they type in. It will show that in the ad. But if you offer financing, that seems to work really well in the ads. And also putting like number one. In the bottom ad, you'll see number one fence contractor. providing expert fencing services in the county for 19 years. Just adding that number 1, that seems to really help in our experience. Now, let's talk about ad extensions, because these really make the ads pop. And most of the advertisers out there are not using these, probably because they don't know they exist. So this will make your ads jump off the page. You can, as you can see, this ad up top is very long. It's larger than the other ads. It includes the different call outs, is what they call that. It has site links, and it has a physical address with a phone number showing right there in the ad. So let's talk how you set your ad extensions. Here's how you do that. You go to your dashboard, and under the menu tab on the left, you'll see ads and extensions. And then underneath that, sidebar navigation will pop out from there. And here are all the different ad extensions. Now I'm going to show you what these all do. So the site link extension, that links to specific landing pages on your site. The call out extension is used for specials. So some popular ones we put in there that work well are free estimates, 1-year warranty, 10% off military, 100% financing. Those are a few that work really well. Structured snippet extension. This is where you could actually include the styles of fences in your ad. Vinyl, wood, aluminum, puppy pickets, and so on. Call extension. This is a tracking phone number in your ad, which you're going to want to do. Message extension, that lets you get SMS messages. Location extension. Now this integrates with your Google My Business listing. So then your reviews from your Google My Business listing, they start showing up in your ads. And then your promotion extension. You can put in there like 10% off vinyl fences, and it will show like a little tag like you see at the bottom. And then this screen here is just kind of showing you what those look like when they're set up. And the result is huge. Look at the size of that ad. Pretty impressive, right? Makes big ads. And it really has all the information you could possibly want about your services. I mean, look at that. A+ rating by BBB, types, aluminum, vinyl, PVC, award-winning service.